I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Let's press on with the second section of the Grade 5 past exam paper at the back of the Discovering Music Theory workbook. So this is Grade 5, Discovering Music Theory, page 88. And I'm hoping that you've had a go of this. It's much better to learn by your mistakes. So don't worry if you've made some mistakes. It's much better to make them now and to learn by your mistakes. I'm hoping you had a go. And let's look at these together. So we're talking about all aspects of pitch, and we're going to be dealing with treble clef, bass clef, tenor clef, alto clef. And so we've just got to do a little bit of note naming here. So this is the alto clef, and so if this is middle C, we can just count up C, D, E, always counting line, space, line, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and so that's the B above middle C. If it's not necessarily a clef that you're familiar with, it's okay, we just sort of count it up and work it out. And here on exercise 2, section 2, we have here a note in the bass clef, and we've got to show an enharmonic equivalent. And so it's much easier to think about this if we just have a little piano to hand. And of course you can't just take a piano into the exam with you, and you can have a little example, but it's helpful to just quickly sketch one out. So let's just quickly sketch out a piano. It doesn't have to be a work of art. Thank goodness we don't have to play this. So 2 black keys miss, 3 black keys miss, 2 black keys, give those a little bit of shading, just shows a visual aid that's quickly accessible. Because it's such a shocking diagram, I think I'll just give myself a clue as to which. So we've got a good octave or more there. And so here we have, in the bass clef, we know that the notes are good boys deserve. So if that's a G, that's an F double sharp. And so there's F double sharp. So we could have note G as an alternative to that. And so if we glance through, that won't do, that's a G flat. That's not the same, that's F sharp as the enharmonic alternative. That's an E sharp, which is not the same, but F double sharp and G does have the same sound pitch, although it's given a different name because it's replacing different notes on the scale, as it were. So here we have a section of music that's written for the trumpet and B flat, and so it's sounding at pitch, and so it needs to be transposed up a major second to be written for the trumpet to read, because as it plays a C it sounds a B flat. However, there are some mistakes here. So let's think about how this would transpose. So if this is in the key of G major with a key signature of F sharp, up a major second would take us to A major. So there's our key signature for A major, and so that's correct. And then basically everything's got to go up a step, and so A up a step is B, so that's correct. F sharp up a step. Now it's F sharp up to G sharp. You don't have to adjust any accidentals. Your key signature does that for you. So it's F to G or F sharp to G sharp. Your key signature's done that for you. Now this is a C up to a D, however they've added a sharp. We don't add any accidentals unless we need to. The key signature does all the work for us, so that sharp is not needed, so that's incorrect. And then here, this is a B natural that's been lowered by adding a flat. And so here we have a C sharp and we need to lower that by a semitone. So that should be a C natural to lower that by a semitone. And so that's incorrect because the natural sign is missing. Let's press on. So we have 3 bars of music and we need to just compare them and conclude these true or false statements. So is it true or is it false that A and B are at the same pitch? Well, we can see straight away, here's middle C and the bass clef, C, D, E, F. It's above middle C, whereas here, this is the C, B, A, G, F. That's below middle C. So we're an octave out regardless of what goes on afterwards. So that's incorrect, that's false. So they are not at the same pitch at all, they're an octave out. Is it true or false that B is 1 octave lower than C? So here is C, now here is middle C, D, E, F, and then another octave on top of that. So is B 1 octave lower than C? Well, 1 octave lower would take us to the F above middle C, C, D, which would be here, C, D, E, F. However, we're another octave out, so that is also false. We're still not correct. Now, is it true that C is 1 octave higher than A? So here is A, C, D, E, F, the F above middle C, C, D, E, F above middle C, and then we have an octave above that. And then we can see everything follows down in accordance, so that one is true. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.